Hello, this is Blooms125. I wanted to talk about fossils and how it is a mistake to consider them as a proof for the evolutionary theory. Because when I look at a fossil, I notice that it represents three things, and three things only. 1. The animal in question lived. 2. The animal in question died. 3. The animal in question was fossilized. So how on earth can this fossil prove anything about the evolution history of this animal? We don't know that his animal had any descendants, all we know is that it lived, died and was fossilized. And there can be two interpretations of the fossilization process. First, the sediments accumulated over billions and billions and billions of years and the fossils were formed. Second, is that there was a worldwide flood, and during it, the animals died, or buried quickly, and thus, the fossils formed. I can understand that the atheist evolutionists will try with all their powers to reject even the possibility that such a global flood happened. Why? Because if there was a flood, then there must be a God, and there should be a moral law from this God to tell them and guide them in a way of honesty, a way of purity of heart and mind and body, the way of Christ. But hey, we know the atheists do not want a personal law telling them that this is wrong. So they will stick to the billions and billions of year theory. Although any honest geologist will say that there are evidence for the flood more than anything else. And the second point I wanted to make in this video is that the Bible does not specify which kinds of animals were created. It says that God created the animals and told them to reproduce after their kind. This opens the door for the mutations in the DNA to take place and to make adaptations in the same kind of this particular animal. Because as we can all observe, dogs produce dogs and cats produce cats. Maybe different forms of dogs and cats, but they can still interbreed within the same kind. I am saying this because there was a professor of anthropology in my university who said that fossils are found and the animals of these fossils were not written in the Bible, so I say to this professor, the Bible does not specify every single variation in the kinds of animals. So, to summarize, first, fossils can only tell us about the life and death of an animal, therefore it cannot provide any evidence for a particular theory. Second, the Bible did not specify every single variation in the kinds of animals. Third, if an atheist wants evidence for God, take an advice from me. It is not a question about what evidence do you have, because we have the Bible. The question you should ask yourself is, what if you had the evidence you want, but it was too late?